Okay, this week we have Conor Brown, the man, the myth, the guy who beat Mount Ascutney last fall at the Mount Ascutney Vertical Backyard Ultra. The one finisher, he goes for 200 miles, 108,000 feet of climbing and descent in a single effort over 4 days. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Highlighted in Ultra Runner magazine, so well-deserved. Guy's a beast. We talked about his background, him getting into hiking in the 4,000 footers in New Hampshire, hiking the AT in 2022, coming back doing 2 24-hour repeat challenges on Mount Uncanoonuc, or the Ucanoonuc Mountains, north and south. We talked about some of his races. We talked about Bubba's. He's done Bubba's 3 times. He's going back this year. Yeah. Dude is a super strong runner, strong hiker. If he's not a robot, he's a phenomenal athlete, just a stud, and super nice and funny. The guy makes me laugh. He cracks me up. So it was a good interview. Stick around, listen to it. But before we get into this episode, we're going to do a quick 60-second training tip. We've done this one before, but I think it's very important. Hill strides at the end of a long run. A lot of people do strides, hill strides. It's good for speed, power, turnover. But I think doing them at the end of a long run during a big week of ultra running training, it reminds your legs, hey, even if you're tired at the end of this long ultra, we can turn over, we can run fast, we can be strong. And it's something that everyone wants to finish an ultra strong. So I think you should do a little bit of that in your training. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, but that's the tip today, and here's the episode. Boom. All right, Conor Brown with the Run Mountain Peak shirt, holy smokes, in studio. What's up, man?
Not much.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
We got like maybe an hour and a half, I'm thinking, until it rains. I was literally Googling today, like, does this equipment stand the light rain? But we may get wrapped up early here. But we're going to get everything. I want to hear the full Conor Brown story. Because when I first heard of you, you did the 24-hour on White Dot, right?
That's right, yeah.
How many laps was that?
That was 48 laps.
Okay, so you did 48 laps on White Dot. Yeah. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, it seemed, you did it on the incline trail at Uncanoonuc.
It wasn't 2 or 3 weeks. It was a little less than 2 months.
2 months? Yeah. Okay, so under
maybe
2
7
months.
Weeks.
But still crazy. And I'm thinking, I mean, the White Dot's a crazy, like, repeat. But then the incline trail, like, that grade, I'm like, who is this dude?
Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah. So, and then obviously Mount Ascutney, Ultra Runner magazine, so epic.
Oh, yeah, that was really cool.
So I want to talk about all this, but, like, where'd you come from? How did you get into doing this stuff? You grew up in Goffstown.
Grew up in Goffstown. I did cross country, track and field for 3 years of high school, sophomore, junior, senior. After that, I kind of phased into the hiking scene, didn't run anymore. And then, I did the Appalachian Trail in 2022.
Okay. So for when you started getting into hiking, were you doing it locally? Or were you going to the Whites?
Going to the Whites. I try to make it to the Whites almost every weekend.
Okay.
Every Saturday.
Were you doing 4Ks? Were you doing lists? What were you doing?
4Ks, yeah. I tried to get my first round of the 48 in, 2020.
2020? Okay. Yeah. So that was how you got into hiking. And then the AT. This is something on Ryan's podcast. I didn't really ask him about the AT too much. I felt I should have. But what like inspired you to do the AT? So it's 2022 you went?
Yeah. So almost every Saturday when I was hiking up in the Whites, I would hike with my friend Josh. And he was doing the Appalachian Trail 2022. So this was 2021. He was like, oh, I'm doing it next year. You should come. And he kept putting that bug in my ear.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. I have work or so.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be working all my life.
Yeah. We got to go now.
Why don't I give this a shot? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I went with him and we ended up with 2 more people, a group of 4. Took us 128 days.
Yeah.
over 4 months.
Did you know, like, did you do any fast packing, like long, overnights in the whites, or did you just jump into a full thru hike?
We did a couple. I did a couple like weekend backpacking trips with my friend Steven. Actually, I did one in New York. I did the Great Range Traverse.
Nice.
With Josh. I think that was November 2021. Like just before I made my decision that I was gonna go thru hiking. With him.
Little trial run.
Yeah. But other than that, other than like a night or two, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, beforehand.
So when you were, obviously, did that guy Josh, had he done it before, or he was just planning for the first time too?
Oh no, he was playing it first time.
First time too.
Yeah.
So were you guys just like getting the gear? Were you weighing stuff for your kit? Because I know thru hikers are very particular about weights, what is in their gear. Were you like getting intel from anyone, or you're just trying to like put together your own kit?
Yeah. I got intel. I watched like the same video from someone who hiked it the previous year.
Okay.
I watched the same video to dial in exactly what he did, what I can do. It worked out pretty well. It was I don't know his trail name. It was Cody. It was New Hampshire hiker's buddy.
Okay.
That she hiked with in 2021, I think.
Nice. So you just base your
Stretch, I think, was his trail name.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a good one. Stretch.
Yeah.
So you just got your kit and you kind of went. So I haven't done a ton. Like obviously I've done the AT in New Hampshire, but it's getting pretty popular. When you're going there, like, is there lots of like gear on the route that you can get? Like, are there like thru hiking shops that you can kind of like tweak your gear, or do you really just roll with what you have?
Yeah, there's outfitters along the way.
Yeah,
there's a few. I know there's one in Hot Springs, North Carolina. I made some minor gear changes. That's I think it's mile 280 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Minor gear changes. I didn't really have to do any big gear changes along the way. I think it worked out pretty well for me. I mean, everything I do, I try to dial it in beforehand to make sure, I'm good to go.
Yeah, good prep. As much as winging it. That's smart. That's very smart.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on some of those southern trails? I've been down to Asheville, North Carolina, so I've been to that. I ran Hellbender there, so I was on some of those trails. But what did you take, like, starting in Georgia? Like, was that the first time you've been down there on those trails?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Much different. Yeah.
Is it open country in Georgia? I know North Carolina gets more wooded. As you get up, you get more wooded. But is there more open?
Yeah, the woods do change a little bit. When we were down there, the leaves weren't on the trees yet, so we were able to see. It looked pretty open.
Yeah.
So when the leaves are on the trees, you probably won't be able to see as much.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Probably not much of views in the spring or in the summertime, but yeah, it's definitely more open than up here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's dense.
Yeah. Did you like it though? Did you like being down there? You think you go back?
Pace.
Yeah, change of pace.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. And then, how did the whole experience go? Were you halfway through like, oh my God, we got another 1,000 miles to go, or like, did you have any injuries? Like, how was the whole thing?
Injuries? No, probably just some foot pain here and there at night, but I would roll my foot with a cork ball.
Mm-hmm.
That would work really well. I still do that.
A cork ball, is that like a baseball size?
It's like a maybe smaller than a baseball, but bigger than a golf ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really compare a sport size to that.
Yeah.
But
no, I get
something
it.
like that.
Yeah. And just rolled out and
yeah.
A
tennis ball works too, but a cork ball, I think works a little better, and it's also smaller and lighter for the pack.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, that's cool. When you got up to the whites, are you like pumped to be back in the whites, like home turf?
That was something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very different being up there. when you started from Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. Whenever I see someone on the trail with like those big packs, I'm like, are you coming from Georgia?
Yeah.
Like that's where you started? Yeah, that is insane.
There's some points on the AT where people would ask like, "Oh, where are you coming from?" I'd be like, "Georgia." They're like, whoa.
That's like the ultimate
They're
flex.
probably looking for like a trailhead or something. I was like, "Oh, I'm coming from Georgia."
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. That's sweet. And then did you finish as a group all together?
Yeah, we had a group of four.
The group of four. Yeah. And is that the captain? Is that your trail name? Is that where that came from? With the captain's hat?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of.
What is that? Give us that story. How did that start?
Okay, so it starts pretty much right out of high school. That's what my friends nicknamed me, the captain.
Oh, okay. So this goes way back.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, just from running with you a little bit, you are kind of a captain. you lead the way, and I'm going with this guy. So I could see it. So this goes way back. This is not just your trail stuff.
Yeah, and then I think it was 2021 again. I noticed just looking at the map, seeing where I would want to go next. In between South Hancock and Mount Kerrigan, there's a mountain called the Captain.
Oh.
That it kind of mimics the Captain, El Capitan, at Yosemite.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and it has no trail, so it's a bushwhack.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, okay, I'm up for the challenge. I have to do this.
Yeah, I gotta go.
So I bought a captain's hat off Amazon, I think, for that.
Yeah.
And I've just been wearing it ever since.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So,
yeah, that's awesome.
So that's the first part. I mean, my trail name is the Captain Frost.
Okay.
And then a month before we set off on the AT, Josh and I made a silly decision to hike up Owl's Head. I think the day after 16 inches of snow.
Oh boy.
And I ended up getting frostbite on my big toe.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man. Was it a cold day, or did you just like not have good shoes?
It was cold.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
just your big toe.
Just a big toe.
Oh my gosh, what does that look like? I've never had frostbite.
So, well, maybe it was frost nip, but it was close.
Yeah.
It goes from either starts in, your toe is, or any part of your skin is white to red or red to white, and then purple, and then black.
Okay.
I didn't get to black. I got to purple.
Yeah.
So I got really lucky.
Oh God.
But since I got frostbite, that area will get cold faster.
Yeah.
And easier.
Yeah.
So one cold morning in Georgia, I had to heat it up with my portable stove. So Captain Frost.
Okay. Oh man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Does it bother you at all? Like to this day, is it just cold still?
Not as much.
Cold?
Yeah. Not as much.
Yeah.
So
I had a finger in college. I dislocated a couple once in just playing basketball. I dislocated a pinky a couple times, and this pinky gets cold faster than all my other digits.
Oh, interesting.
Just because I think it's probably a little bit different, but lack of circulation, some sort of injury.
Yeah.
But it is kind of weird. I mean, we're always up in the whites where if, you can get into conditions where stuff gets cold quick. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You got to be on top of that stuff. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good story, man. That exceeded expectations on my half.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So the AT, so you got back from the AT. Is this where you kind of started hearing about like ultra marathons, ultra efforts, and started thinking about the two Uncanoonuc 24-hour challenges?
I don't know how I heard about ultra. Honestly, I probably heard it from Philip Karsha.
Okay.
I think after that, or even beforehand, I started following him during like peak COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I saw him do multiple 24-hour projects going up and down his hometown mountain.
Wachusett?
Mount Wachusett.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this would be super cool to do it on the Ucanoonucs.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what I was going to do at first, either north or south or what trail or whatever. I was like, oh, I'll just do 2 separate days for both.
Wow, so you went for like you wanted both off the rip.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you landed on the White Dot Trail, which for anyone that doesn't know, it's like a little over a half mile, 750 feet of gain, and you did it 48 times. So
48, yeah.
48, so 2 times every hour. And you just hiked that, right? Were you just hiking that? You didn't do any running?
Just power hiking.
Yeah. That is crazy. I mean, so do you know how much vert that was in 24 hours? Can we do math right now? I can't do it if you
well, I didn't have a watch. I just used the Strava app.
Oh.
So it's probably not that accurate.
Yeah.
But that did say 34,000
34
feet.
I think that makes sense. Yeah. Over an Everest. Because I've paced I don't know if you know Scott Patnode, but I paced him on an Everest on White Dot, and he's a crusher. He's like an old school ultra guy. He ran Western States like 20 years ago or something, like done a bunch of these races. And towards the end of that, going up and down that rocky trail, he was in so much pain. And I think he got an Everest, but not 48 laps. So that is crazy. So the White Dot, I almost understand because it's kind of undulating. It's more rocky. It's more engaging. You get like a good view at the top, over to Manchester and South Uncanoonuc. I'm not, I haven't had any interest in doing lapped things yet. I think maybe one day. But then deciding that you want to do that on the incline trail at South Uncanoonuc is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Were you like, this is not going to be a fun, because it's pretty much one grade gravelly rock.
Yeah, it is one grade. It doesn't really stop.
Yeah.
Training for it, I was like, oh, this is going to suck. Yeah. I was like, I can't wait till this is over.
Yeah,
and I'm not even done with it yet.
Yeah. How many did you do on that side?
I did 58.
58.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know it's a little bit less climbing.
Yeah.
But it's still, that's crazy.
I think the grade is slightly more.
Yeah,
like
it's
average.
Steeper. Yeah, steeper.
Yeah.
58. Oh my God. Did you have a lot of people come out for these? You had a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there might have been more people, at least at once, on North. That was super cool.
Yeah.
They're all getting multiple laps themselves. I think getting their own PRs.
Yeah.
And that got me going as well.
Yeah, seeing other people doing big. Yeah. That's awesome. No, that is sweet. I remember that was like when I first heard of you. Like they were like, I don't know who told me. There were a couple of the Uncanoonuc guys were like, you know Conor Brown, this guy from Goffstown. He just did this 58 times or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. So that was 2022.
No, 23.
23. So after the AT.
Yeah.
And then you started hopping in some of the ultras. I know you did Manchester to Monadnock.
Oh yeah, that was 2024. So I guess my first ultra was after that in 2023 for Bubba's.
Okay.
That was my first one.
Okay, 2023 Bubba's.
Yeah.
How did that go? How was that experience?
That was cool. I guess I just love repetition.
Yeah. You love these short courses.
I was used to it that whole summer.
Yeah.
And then instead of going up and down, you just go around in the woods.
Yeah. Flatter though, so this is different.
A little flatter, yeah.
Were you training flat stuff, or you just kind of like gave it a go?
I just gave it a go, honestly. After South Uncanoonuc, I was kind of a little bit burnt out.
Yeah.
So in between the end of July and October, I didn't do a whole lot, to be honest. But leading up to it, I did a little bit more, and then went for it. And yeah, I said to Steven, he did that race as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first ultra, and I said, yeah, until the wheels fall off.
Yeah. That's the motto.
And I literally did. Like, I made it 29 laps.
29,
which is
okay.
101.5 miles.
Yeah.
And something. I think I tore a muscle in my hamstring
Oh,
on the 29th lap, like literally halfway at the halfway mark.
oh my gosh.
So, so I'm like, oh no. So I was limping for half a lap
Yeah.
just so I can make that 100 miles count, because it's 3.5 miles each lap. So
You want it. They don't give a buckle or anything, but you wanted that 100.
yeah, I wanted that
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
No, that's ball. That is baller. And that was obviously your first. You did the through hike. And then you've been back to Bubba's ever since, right? Every year since?
Yeah, I've done 3 back. Yeah,
3.
3 straight years so
Yep.
far. Yeah,
And you're planning to go back this year, right?
that's right.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about. You're on the list, so
Yeah.
we'll talk about that too. Okay, so you did the Uncanoonuc Challenge, Bubba's, and then the next year was at the Manchester to Monadnock.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's an early one. That's in May, right? First weekend of May.
May 1st, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you smoked that one. I was looking back. I think you have the third or fourth fastest time.
4th. Yeah.
Yeah, and you won it for your year. How was that? Because that's kind of, I think, just some of the things you've done, and we're gonna keep talking about it. But you have the long distance stuff, and you're fast. You can do it all. So that was a pretty fast time.
Yeah.
8 hours or something, right?
I think it was 8 hours 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And change.
Yeah, for a 50-miler up Monadnock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly road.
Yeah.
But it's hilly. It's hilly roads.
Yeah.
So there's that. I loved it because, I mean, it's the start line's like 3 minutes from my house.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
roll out of bed.
Yeah. It started at 4 a.m., so I still had to wake up early.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. And then you do one lap of Ucanoonuc up white.
Yeah, the white dot, right?
Blue dot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's all road until Monadnock.
Yeah. Dang.
Which was tough. You go all road, and then you hit the longest trail on Monadnock, Pumpelly Trail.
Which is a good one. It's not an easy trail.
No.
Yeah.
So that was tough. But luckily I had Larson there to pace me at the Monadnock part.
Nice.
Which I think that's the only part you're allowed to have pacers.
You can have a pacer.
So.
And then what does it end on? White arrow or white dot?
White arrow.
White arrow.
And then you shortcut to, I think it's Parker Trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So for that effort, I mean, what you were running, I don't know the paces you were running, but were you doing like more road stuff? Did you change your training going into that?
Not really. Yeah, for that spring of 24, I did a lot of roads because I did a marathon. Wait, do I have the same year? Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. If it wasn't last year, I get confused. The years go by fast.
I think I did.
Wasn't that the White Mountains Marathon?
Actually, I think 2 weeks before I did a marathon. Yeah.
Okay.
It was 2 weeks beforehand.
Okay.
Yep. So I was training for that. I just want to do at least one marathon in my life. I might do another one.
Yeah.
But not right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's perfect training. A long run 2 weeks before and then right into like a longer road race.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's sweet. That is sweet. Did you like training? Like, do you like running roads? I don't know what you do a lot on trails now. Do you ever run roads?
Trails, yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's fast miles.
Yeah. Oh.
It adds up quick.
Yeah, you can get yeah.
But I love my vert.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been stacking vert recently.
Yeah.
20,000 a week. That's your goal, right?
It doesn't always happen, but I try to, yeah.
Yeah.
In the summer that'll definitely be probably the minimum.
Yeah. That is big vert. Was there anything else in 2024 that you raced? Was it Jigger Johnson?
Jigger Johnson
50. Banger time. You ran 14 something, right? Second place.
But
still super fast.
14 hours 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I ran the 50 2 years before that. You ran it on a longer course. You got the 50 miler
Oh,
added a couple miles.
yeah, but it's actually like 57 or 58.
Yeah, it's long. It's long.
Yeah.
It's long. But you had a crazy time. I remember that year. It was you, and then who won it that year?
Mead Binhammer.
Mead, yeah. And
oh my gosh.
Dude, he's a crusher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see him the whole race.
No, he just took off.
He finished like an hour before I did.
Yeah. I think he has the course record.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 There was one person who won it this year. Last year.
Last year. Came close.
Close, but yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? He's super fast.
Oh, I forget his name.
I know.
I was just talking about him with Lyle the other day.
Yeah, he's a crusher. I'm a fan of him from afar. He has some really good times. It's not going to come into my head now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Mead guy, I think he went to CCC this last year, and he was like top 30, maybe top 40 at CCC. And I'm pretty sure I read his race recap, and he said, it didn't go, to his plan or whatever. Like, I'm sure a lot of these huge races like don't for people's first time. But that is insane. Like, if he goes there, runs a little bit faster, race recon, and has a good day, he's up there in like the top 20, top 10 with pros.
Wow.
So he's like a slugger.
Oh, yeah.
And you were not far behind him. So you guys tore that course up. Was that a warm, I don't even know, like, weather conditions. Was it warm, rainy? Was that the rain? 2024 was the really wet year, right? Every weekend it was raining.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being super hot. It might have been, because I know I did a bunch of training runs that were very humid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it was too bad for like weather-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that course?
It's rugged.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, the section, it's sneaky because I feel like the moats at Attached Table, like that traverse, it's kind of out in the boonies a little bit. You get really rugged off the beaten path trails. Yeah. And then the rest of the course is very much like you're either running relatively flat or just straight up, straight down.
Right. Yeah.
Like Tremont, super steep up and down.
Tremont was a surprise. That kicked my butt.
Yeah, that was a surprise. Dude, the backside of Tremont, I remember, I think every time I've been down, I've only been down it twice, or at least racing, my toes were just, because it's 30% just dirt. And when you're, 20 or 70, whatever Jigger Johnson race you're in, that's tough. Yeah. It is no easy course. And then Hancock Notch, I don't know, what'd you think of Hancock Notch?
Oh, Hancock Notch kind of deceived me because I got, I think, a lot of word that people liked it. Not racers.
Yeah.
Just like, I think hikers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. I've heard great things about this trail. And then going through it, I'm like, this is not a great trail.
Yeah, I can actually agree. It is one of my favorite trails, like off the beaten path, very quiet, like cool, you're by the river. But as far as doing it fast, it is so slow because you get no vert, basically no vert, but it's like a stream bed. You're running on rocks, and it's not just like the rocky technical, it's overgrown. So you're like fighting through, like you're in for part of it. I ran it those 2 years. It was really wet. For stretches, you're literally going up a stream, and you're thinking like, this is not the course, right?
Is this the trail?
Yeah. Is this the trail? So yeah, and then you're just running 15-minute miles, thinking, why am I going so slow? So that was a good one. I remember I did that. Larson had paced me on my 100-mile through that section for the Jigger Johnson, and the first water crossing I went over, I just immediately jumped in it because I'm like, this, it's soaked. I'm gonna get my feet soaked. I'm not gonna try to keep my feet wet. And I do that, and he's just like, why'd you do that? He was like, why'd you just jump in the water? I was like, I don't know, they're gonna get wet. He's like, all right. And then he kind of like does this thing where he kind of hop skips and he doesn't get his feet wet. And I'm like, okay. And then we keep going. The next stream crossing, he's like, hey, try to get over this without getting your feet wet. And he's telling me to do this like huge jump to this one rock. And I'm like, Larson, I don't know if I can do that. But I find another way. And basically, long story short, we go through the rest of the Hancock Notch section, and he never gets his feet wet.
Wow.
And because he would be behind me, and he would just go off trail and find this little thing and like pop out and like be jumping around. And I'm like, I don't know how you're not getting your feet wet. This is wizardry.
Yeah.
Like I was obviously beat, but here I remember he goes, they say I'm sure-footed. I was like, yeah, you are sure-footed for sure. I was so impressed. And honestly, I kind of felt stupid because I was like just jumping in, swimming in these streams in Hancock Notch, but it worked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the Jigger Johnson. And then back to Bubba's. Have you gotten better at Bubba's each year? So 2023 you go 101 miles. What'd you do 2024? Do you remember?
I did. I one lap better.
One lap better.
105 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slow but steady improvement.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened.
Was that the really muddy year?
No, the muddy year was the first year.
Oh, the hamstring year. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that actually. Yeah, that was.
I remember just seeing videos and like it was crazy.
It was nuts.
Yeah, it looked like a pig pen.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. That's crazy. Nice. All right. So you go back to Bubba's, you improve. And then 2025. So this is last year. What did you do last year?
Oh, I didn't do. For races, I didn't do much last
Okay.
year. So I was dealing with a hip injury for the longest time.
Okay.
Winter and spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so the only thing I did last year was Bubba's and Ascutney.
Yeah. Okay.
For races. I mean, before Bubba's, I think my longest mileage was like 20 miles.
Dang. So you were battling back from injury.
Yeah.
Hips are tough. I don't know. I've never had a bad hip. I don't really want to. I don't really think about my hips as but it's obviously a major joint. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. What was hurting? Was it a hip flexor? Was it do you even remember? It was just
I don't know. I didn't even get diagnosed with anything.
Yeah.
I went to an orthopedic in the, I think, early spring.
Yeah.
Honestly, wasn't really much help. I got kind of discouraged.
Yeah.
They recommended physical therapy, but I never went.
Yeah. But it just sorted itself out.
Yeah.
That's you can only hope. There's memes going around now. I'm on the socials a little bit now. There's Leonardo DiCaprio memes.
Yeah.
You know those? There's one of him just like smiling with a glass, and it just says, "When you do nothing to fix your injury, but it goes away."
Oh yeah,
that was so funny. Okay, so you came back, and obviously, so what'd you do at Bubba's last year?
Last year,
didn't you do 150?
Yeah,
big step up.
Yes, 43 laps, which I think was 150 and a half miles.
Yeah, that's a huge effort. Off of 20, a 20-mile long run. That's pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, the difference this year was during the summer, I was, I guess, more consistent in training, or maybe like early fall. Or I guess fall is like the week before, or 2 weeks before Bubba's.
Yeah.
Calendar-wise.
Yeah.
But after Uncanoonuc, as I said, I kind of tapered off with training, got a little bit burnt out. 2024, I think I did the same thing. I can't remember why. But last year, I stayed consistent.
Yeah.
So that might have been the difference.
Yeah. Just at least training something every week. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's smart. And then Ascutney. The man who beat Mount Ascutney. So we talked. I mentioned it briefly, but you got into Ultra Runner magazine for that, which is awesome.
Yeah, I loved seeing that.
Yeah, that was so cool. I ran with we ran to get the copy of the magazine, dude.
Oh, that's right.
We go to Monadnock in the winter, and he puts the magazine. He just gets published in a Ziploc and runs back up in the middle of winter. That was awesome.
Yeah. Shout out Larson and Sarita for giving me that episode. Issue.
Shout out. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. And so well deserved. I mean, I just listened back to that Ascutney episode, the from the backcountry.
I just did too. Yeah.
You did too? Yeah. So I listened back to it, and yeah, it is what you and Bill did was just just so incredible, and I'm glad it got like a larger scale audience. Like it was pretty, you got a lot of hype behind that race, and there were a ton of people watching.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should have put it towards the front of the Ultra Running magazine, which
Yeah, it was towards the back.
Yeah, you got it. We got to the truck, and you kind of like keep flipping.
Yeah, page 88.
88. We need to bump that up, but
yeah.
No, still cool. But yeah, I mean the stats on that: a longer and more vert than Tour de Jance, all the 200 milers that you hear about, Cocodona, Tahoe, like way more vert. Just so crazy. And yeah, it was cool listening back. Was it good listening back to that podcast for you, or are you getting PTSD?
Yeah, no, not PTSD.
Yeah.
I listening to it the second time this week. I think I did better than I thought I did the first time I listened to it.
Yeah.
Like responding to the questions.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Dude, every story you told from that podcast had me cracking up, dude. And I've told you this like a couple times, but just the things that you were saying were cracking you up. The gist of it, like everyone, it sounds like that was the joke.
Yes.
You do 88 laps and go, hey, I think I got the gist of this. That one had me dying laughing. The on the phone with Hannah, being like, what are we doing up here? And she's like, oh, just tag the summit. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like that.
what?
Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even like, oh, I remember. It was like, why would I be doing that? But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so wild how I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, this was something that I kind of wanted to ask, kind of like a follow up, because you said like you just lost your mind.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it is. Like you hear like when people start hallucinating, you're going on because you didn't sleep at all. Was there a point where it stopped like sucking and you just like almost didn't even know what was going on? Like what day did you just like, I would assume like physically it's hard. Mentally you're like, oh, I got to keep getting up this mountain. But then was it a point where you just like can't even remember what happened out there? Or do you still have a good, do you still have any memory of those last like days?
I don't think, well, the last night,
Yeah.
I don't have much memory at all.
Yeah. Just gone.
Like, even in the moment, I was like, I don't know, I was just existing.
Yeah. You said you thought you were in a video game.
I did go up and made it to the turnaround point.
Yeah.
I have proof that on our phone calls, they would hear the "that was easy" button. Mm-hmm. They had that Staples "that was easy"
That's
button
awesome.
at the top.
Yeah.
So there was that, and they're also tracking me on my phone.
Yeah.
And they they saw that I made it to turnaround point and made all like that.
Yeah.
And stayed on trail.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I mean, no question that you got there, but just oh my gosh, it reminds me of and I think we talked about this, but Larson on his AT effort.
Oh
like I just heard story, and I think you were there. He's like, guys, what are we doing out here? Like, how can I get us off this trail? They're like, you just keep walking.
That's right. Yeah, I think I had to bail when he still had 50 miles to go, but I think he was still saying like, oh, we could just go home now.
I just like had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Another good one was you being like on the phone like, wait, am I doing an Everest every lap? Like, what is going on? Dude, just super.
I can't believe I said that. That's insane.
Yeah. Dude, so.
I mean, the race was oriented on or built upon, Everest every 24 hours. And then I guess I can 80 or so laps in, I switch it to Everest every hour.
Dude, I can totally see how you can like think like, yeah, like this is taking forever. Like what? I mean,
it did.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
it messed with my mind. I didn't really go that much slower as I was, but maybe the effort was more.
Yeah.
I had to put more effort into it. And I mean, just so fatigued. Because going down, you take a slightly different route than up. You avoid the T-bar going down, and you kind of have to have a curve to it to go down. And I thought that curve took forever. And there was one point I said during the race, like, I have to go around a building that like they're like, what building? What?
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So this is one thing I wanted to ask you about the effort. Do you think, because obviously nobody thought that anyone could do this, especially with the no sleep, which you weren't getting sleep, which is kind of crazy that you only
I
slept like
got
20
a
minutes.
little bit, not
Yeah,
much, but a little bit.
just a little bit. Do you think that you unlocked this ability, like, oh my gosh, I can go way further than I think, or did you just unlock massive PTSD, like I never want to push myself again? Like, how do you feel about that effort? Like, are there takeaways like, oh, I can just, like, are you confident I can just go for 4 days, or are you like still
Yeah.
nervous?
I don't know. I don't know how I did it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, physically, I felt great the whole time
yeah,
somehow.
that's crazy.
And mentally too, I was just in the zone. And then I mean, mental fog came in, but
Mhm.
yeah.
That is insane. Just built different, built different
I
mentally and
guess.
physically. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. Everything went. Most things went well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Well, it sounds like you just have so much experience with these lap things, vert, like big days,
yeah, yeah,
that it all just like came together. Do you have any interest in going back?
potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what would it take? Who do we need to get in this race? Is it
Well,
we need Bill? We need
no, it doesn't matter who's in it.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's. I guess we'll talk about that. That's what I told myself before the race,
mm,
because there was so much talk about the competition.
yeah,
I mean, rightfully so.
yeah,
But I was like, all right, whatever. I can't worry about who shows up.
yeah,
I have to worry about how I show up.
yeah,
It doesn't,
yeah.
But no, for next year, I want to do Bubba's well,
Yep.
to my full potential. Like this year or last year,
Mm-hmm.
I want to recover as well as I did from Bubba's,
Yeah.
and then we'll see.
Wow. All right. Fire me up. Oh my gosh, hype me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, lots of, who knows what's gonna happen, but that would be
Right.
epic if you came back.
Yeah.
And especially, I mean, if you came back, there'd be sluggers. I think I've said a couple times on the podcast,
Yeah.
if you and Lucas Genulitis went off in a vertical
would be cool,
backyard,
yeah.
we may glitch the matrix. Neither of these guys will stop. We can't get them to stop. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, with Lucas, 2 last year standings, 1 Bubba's.
Yeah,
win
he's on
recently,
on a roll. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and there's a lot of people that would be. I mean, just like last year, like if you have a stacked lineup and you get 2 people having a really good day and they're going for it,
Mm-hmm.
it can go a while. There was
Yeah.
there was talk in the podcast about will this ever be broken, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna give my take. I don't know if it will. I mean, unless you go back, maybe.
I mean,
It's
maybe eventually.
I know, maybe, yeah, eventually. All records will be
I mean,
broken
it could be
eventually.
sooner than we think too. I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think the one if like in the last year standing, they're getting so good at like sleeping in between laps.
Yeah.
And even in the like US champs, world champs backyard events, it's getting like a science of not just the running but the recovery of like sleeping and doing all that. So I'm sure like people will get into some sort of I figured out how to micro sleep 8 minutes, the perfect amount for Ascutney, and I can have my perfect gear and I could just go
Yeah.
for a week. But I don't know, man. It might be a long time. Like, I would not be surprised we go back next year and it's like 40 hours. Like,
Wow,
you guys,
40.
I mean, if it's bad weather, I mean, who knows? I just
Yeah.
think you guys did something like crazy special out there. But we'll see. I mean, prove me wrong. Hopefully you sign up and get prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would be exciting. Yeah, another thing I was wondering about Ascutney was you and Bill were like the 2 last people standing, and I've never done a last person standing race. Like I've been like in unofficial backyard ultras where people are doing it, but never in like a race. Are you, when you're just going against Bill, is there anything in your brain like how are you really just focused on yourself, or are you thinking like, I want this dude to just give up, like I want the best for him, but I hope he starts cramping, or like what are you getting pissed every time that you both come back perfectly fine and go back out? Like, how does that mentally go through your brain?
Yeah. Yeah, after every lap, I'm like, all right, well, we got to do it again.
Yeah, God, he wants to go again too.
Yeah, so it started on Saturday. We went until early Wednesday morning. Tuesday morning, I think just after sunrise, we would come in the exact same time every time. He was right behind me every time. I'm like, okay, this is not over.
This is not over. Yeah.
This is far
Yeah.
from over. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll do what it takes.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think that's the mindset you have, like just going until you give out, like until that's the only way. Cause I feel like if you go in with, I want to do this amount of laps, or I want to do this, it almost is so daunting. Like if you had the goal of even just getting 50, if you do 2 laps, like 2 hours of running, and then think I have to do that 25 more times, it can be mentally daunting. So just going in like open-minded, like I'm just going to go one more. And then that's almost like, I feel like the mindset you have to go super far.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once you hit once you set a goal and you reach that goal,
yeah,
your motivation depletes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, your brain, I did whatever I want to. Oh, this is kind of bothering me, or I want,
Yep.
You'll
it's like
find
every excuse you can to quit.
Yeah. I feel like the same thing happens too in races with people. If they're not hitting their times, they pack it in, which would kind of be like similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just kind of a side thought. Yeah, no, I mean that event was so crazy. I remember Monday morning I went to work and I saw that you guys were still going, and I was like, oh my God, they're still going. And I was talking to my girlfriend Jocelyn, and she was like, oh man, they're still going, like almost 3 days. Like, I don't know, they should call it, like this is not safe. And I'm like, no, stop. Don't stop greatness. They're doing great. We're witnessing greatness. Don't stop this. And then I think Tuesday morning I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, they may have to call this. This is getting scary how long. They may never stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, just good memories from that just epic effort. Which leads me into the next question. Obviously you talked about Bubba's Ascutney is happening this year. We won't make any claims, but it is going to happen. And then you're signed up for Jigger Johnson 100 this year.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So that's on the docket for this year. That's a pretty loaded year. Lots of long efforts.
It is, yeah. In between Jigger 100 and Bubba's is 7 weeks. In between Bubba's and Ascutney is 7 weeks. It's not the longest of times.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it's enough.
Yeah.
Recovery wise, and then shift of training for Bert and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, recover for a couple weeks and then maybe 2, 3, 4, and then you can put in at least a month block.
Right.
It's still very narrow, but it's you can kind of get back into training. And I mean, it seems like you recover from things fast. I remember after Ascutney, you were ripping around the Ucanoonucs like a week later with Lyle.
Yeah.
Just ripping around like no problem. Yeah, dude, that's so crazy. So doing Ascutney, do you have any interest? Like, what are your big long-term trail running goals? Like, did you do Ascutney and think, wow, should I hop in one of these 200-mile races? Because I think you could literally compete for a podium at any big 200 after that effort.
Really?
You're fast. You got a ton of this experience, long distance. What are your just like long-term big goals? Do you have any? And if you don't want to talk about them, it's fine. Well, we can cut whatever.
I mean, yeah, UTMB would be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to see how Jig 100 goes first.
Yeah.
Because I haven't done 100 miles in that race.
Yeah.
In typical race style.
Yeah, like raced 100.
Yeah. I've just done, 2 I mean, multiple hundreds for backyards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see how it goes for a typical race style, and
Mm-hmm.
then maybe bump it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know what race that would be yet, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Start looking. Nice.
Well, next year there's that 207-mile race in
In
Maine.
Maine.
Yeah.
Yep, in Maine. That is attractive.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
So
a
maybe that'll be
yeah,
it. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was I forget what they're calling that, but yeah, that's coming
Yeah.
soon. That would be awesome. I hope like a ton of big eyeballs get put on that.
Yeah.
Because I think Maine is just an awesome spot. And that race would be super cool to have close. And I'm sure some locals, even if you didn't hop in or whatever, there would be some
Oh
locals that
yeah.
hopped in.
Yeah, for sure.
That is cool. Yeah. Do you have going into Bubba's and potentially Ascutney, who knows? Do you have any like new strategies or takeaways from all of these ultra backyard events? Like, do you think? I mean, I would assume you'd probably want to sleep more than you slept at
Right.
the last Ascutney.
Yeah.
Like, have you learned any ways to be efficient? What do you think about downtime versus staying on course, like going kind of a little bit slower? Because the big thing they're tracking is like, at these backyard ultras is how much downtime people have. Like some people are doing super fast laps, 20 minutes to rest.
That's true.
Have you thought about that at all? Or are you just like, I'm just going to go one steady pace and I'm just going to show them that I can go forever?
Yeah. I like my 8 to 10 minute breaks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe when I need to sleep, I'll do a little bit faster.
Yeah, do a little fast lap once in a while.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I know one lap or one break I had at Ascutney, I think I had an 11-minute nap. So obviously that would be a little less than a 50-minute lap.
Yeah.
But I think that's just worked for me. So I might just stick with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be really iffy on trying something new at this point, I think.
I mean, whatever you're doing is working. Whatever you're doing is clearly working.
But
this is
also I would want to do more whole foods. I did at Ascutney. I started with whole foods, I think, and I think for the first time, and that worked out really well.
Yeah.
Whole foods, more sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like at a lower effort level too, like there's, you don't need to use those like gels as much just because like you aren't going as hard, so your stomach's able to process more, and you're probably like just going to be more comfortable with regular food.
For sure.
It makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that just makes sense to me, but I haven't done this, so part of me is like, maybe I can't say anything about these events really.
Yeah, I didn't even have a ton of gels at Ascutney. After a while, I was avoiding it because I didn't want to mess up my stomach.
Yeah, whatever's working, just don't touch it.
Yeah.
One of the things I thought was a good, interesting point. It seems like how you kind of go into some of these events. I think Will had asked you, he asked you, what was your training like? And you were like, well, I kind of signed up for the race 4 or 5 weeks before, and I kind of just tried to get vert. And it was like, so, like, I feel like sometimes I'm too structured with my training, and some people can get into, I'm doing this workout this day, I'm doing this. And it seems like you're just like, I'm going to stack vert. I'm going to go and just go as far as I can. Like, I feel like that mindset is something that people could lean into a little bit more, as opposed to like, I'm going to eat 326 grams every, whatever. Just going to be like, I'm going to go hard.
Yeah.
Not overthink it. I'm going to get vert and I'm just going to go hard.
Yeah. I don't try to overthink it. I mean, yeah, I just try to get vert with how much time I had each day. And it was a little bit more than what I usually do. And I mean,
yeah, I think that's the way to go sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I think I overthink it. Speaking of UTMB, I want them to make Jigger Johnson a UTMB qualifier. I think that would be baller.
Oh yeah.
If one day they did that, I mean, I think every local would hop in, because I think that's my big goal too. Is I want to get to UTMB one day, And
sure,
I
yeah.
think it's such a good course. Like, obviously you have like URA 100 out west. That's they say that one's, I think it's more vert, 40 something feet of vert in Colorado. It's altitude. But I mean,
True.
as far as like the vert and the technicality, like Jigger Johnson 100 is pretty good. You get a bonus 10 miles for
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for free for signing up. Yeah, I definitely want to try to jump into UTMB at some point. Because right now I think it's just Grindstone. I think they came up with a new race this year, but I think Grindstone is the closest to us for
Right. Yeah.
getting that bib. But I mean, who knows? We'll see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, big year coming up for you. How's training going so far? I mean, you've been ripping around. I mean, we were running into each other on trails. You've been out a couple times.
I've been trying, yeah.
Yeah.
With how busy I am, I mean, I'm in wedding planning and
Oh yeah.
all that good stuff.
Yeah,
So,
June wedding.
yeah.
Yeah, you excited? We were talking about this.
Oh yeah.
Excited? Yeah, you're in the depths of planning right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, I should. Very busy. And then, the other thing, dude, you work construction,
That too, yeah.
which is, I think, is crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you work long hours, long days, can be hard on the
Sometimes,
body. And you still get out and train.
Yeah. It's not the easiest.
Yeah, not the easiest. I mean, maybe that's why you could just go for so long. Because I remember, who's the guy that won Bubba's a bunch? Ed Clifford. He said like he would just, he would train, he would run a bunch, but then he would just do like yard work. He'd chop wood for, he's just doing,
Right.
just like hard tasks.
Yeah.
I'm sure that plays into your long distance stuff a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Even though it probably feels sucky sometimes when you have to go for a long run after working.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes, but I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you train mostly at night?
Yeah, afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't get up.
2024, I did a couple morning ones, but I think that's when I was training on road.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I can do it in the morning too, or in the on the trails, but just leaning towards the afternoon, much easier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wake up early anyway, so
Yeah. Just get to work and get it done. Well, hopefully we got actually, I don't know. Well, we got a little Uncanoonuc run club starting up here soon. I think it's private right now, but if anyone runs at the Unks, we're gonna start doing some more weekly organized runs. Hopefully, shout out Clark and Chad. They're organizing. I think they're organizing it all.
I think so.
They're setting it up. Yeah. They did the web. What is that? A monkey survey. The whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be good because, dude, we have a bunch of crushers running around on Canoonucs, dude. Any day. I mean, there's just been so many people on trail this year.
Yeah, there has been.
It's crazy. The last like 2 years have been a little bit quieter. Like I wouldn't see a lot of people. Not anytime you go out there, someone's running.
Yeah.
Lots of cars parked. I mean, there's lots of hikers always, but yeah, it's cool. Everyone's just biting at the, what is that? Biting at the,
chomping at the bit?
Chomping at the bit, yeah. Save me. Everyone's biting at the bit, chomping at the bit for this trail season. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
excited.
I feel like races are getting stacked. Entrance lists are filling up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a good year. So, yeah, well, this was a good preview. You got anything else, or do we miss anything big? I'm sure you'll come back on. I really do want to have all of the Uncanoonuc guys, or at least in the group chat, in my truck bed if we can fit in and do a podcast.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I'm sure you'll be on again in the future. Hopefully after some of these big efforts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Where can people find you?
My Strava is Conor Brown, CONOR, and Brown like the color. And then on Instagram, I'm CONORBRWN, because straight up Conor Brown is already taken.
So, can we get that back? And now it's gone.
I don't know. I think I messaged the guy and he hasn't responded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, that's cool. Well, cool. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, lots of people know your stuff, but eyes on you this year, man.
I know it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. a lot of people know about me now.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, on the scene, I mean, rightfully so. Does that has that played into your mindset a little bit? Like, oh boy, like, because it sounds like at some of these races, you kind of stay quiet, stay to
yeah,
yourself.
it's true.
Now everyone's gonna be wanting to come talk to Captain Frost.
Yeah, it did play a part into Ascutney
Yeah,
because everyone was talking about everyone else,
yeah,
and I was like, okay,
yeah. A little just stacking chips on my
yeah,
shoulder, one chip at a time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well, so I think you have a good. I feel like you're not overthinking it. Hopefully, like, I mean, I don't know. I think this happens, but pressure makes diamonds, and you're already there. So I think this is just. It's all good.
that's true.
Like, you know, you can
Yeah.
do it. Get out there, just keep crushing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'll be rooting for you at all these events. Yeah.
appreciate it.
And I'm sure you'll put up some big stuff, and we're gonna be on the trails again sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for
sure.
coming on.
Thanks for having
It
me.
was fun. See you
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Peace.
Okay, to end this episode, guys, we have a couple race previews I want to do. Both of these races are taking place on April 4th, so the upcoming weekend. The first one, we have the Run Across Connecticut 123 miler. Here's the description. This is a point-to-point, coast-to-coast epic that starts in East Thompson, Connecticut, and finishes at the coast in Southport, Connecticut, traversing 25 towns along the way. The 123-mile course is a unique hybrid with roughly 57 miles on well-maintained trails and the remainder, Hale, on scenic back roads and local highways, offering a moderate but relentless elevation profile. It is a major test of endurance and mental strength for 36-hour and with a 36-hour cutoff for solo runners. So we got people out here, they're running across the state of Connecticut this weekend. There were no entrance lists on Ultra signups, so this is, I may think a little bit under the radar, but I think there's going to be people tackling it. Cool event, 123 miles, go for it. And then the other Ultra going on this weekend, Mount Toby 50K and 24K. Located in Sunderland, Massachusetts, this rugged trail race is a fundraiser for Girls on the Run and is known for its Beast Coast character. Guys, this is put on by Beast Coast. The 50K course is highly technical, featuring 3 summits of Mount Toby for a total of 6,100 feet of elevation gain, along with signature scramble through a small cave and views of a waterfall. So we got a little bit of repeats. Talking about repeats in this episode. This is a three-peat of Mount Toby. It's a no-frills community favorite that offers a mix of double-track, single-track, and rocky New England terrain. I think the description said this is, again, another low-profile race, but it's a good one. And this is on the Run Sign-Up page, so there were a few entrants in there. I think Matt Pacheco was in there. I think he's really fast. That was the one name that kind of jumped out at me. But no real preview we'll do for that race. Just giving you guys the information. And yes, check out social media or wherever they're posting to get the results in real time. And then I want to go back and go through 2 other race results from March 21st. So we had the Enchanted Forest Ultra Run. The Enchanted Forest, that poem that I read, if anyone saw that. The Enchanted Forest, it was 6 hours in the Enchanted Forest until I sleep. Stratford, Connecticut. I said Vermont last episode. God, can I read? We're gonna go through the results there. So this was a 6-hour run. So it basically, you get the distance and then is like the number one metric and then time. So if people did the same amount of laps, it goes by who did it faster. So the top 3 men we'll start with. The first place, David Stosky. He goes 41.4 miles, a little bit under 6 hours. Second place, Michael Marcoloni. He goes 37 miles, almost 37 miles. And then Chase Arsenault, he goes 34.5 miles. That's the men's podium. And then the women's, Deborah Kubis takes it home, first place. She goes 34.5 miles. Erin McDaniel, she goes 29.9 miles, so she goes 30 miles. And then third place, Anastasia Rizik, 27.6 miles. That's the women's podium. And just a fun little fun fact for you guys. Anastasia, there were a couple of people actually from this town. I just thought the town's name was very, very funny. Wappingers Falls, New York. Wappingers Falls, New York. A couple of people from there. I just thought it was a cool name. It jumped out at me, so we highlighted it. That was the Enchanted Forest Ultra event. And then the TARC Hale and Back 6-hour Ultra. So again, a 6-hour timed event. First place, we have Anthony Arcardi. He goes 31.5 miles, which a few people did, but he did it in 5 hours, 27 minutes. And then, 5:27. Yes. Yep. Okay, dialing in here. Come on, stay in it, Andrew. Do not cut this out. Stay in it. And then first place woman, so second overall, Jade Bihua Zhang. She goes 31.5 as well. She runs it in 5:34. So she was only 7 minutes behind outright first place overall. Those were the top two. And then to round out the top three for the men's, second place, Jacob Verkamp. He goes 31.5 miles. He does it in 5 hours, 49 minutes. And then Alejandro Mezo goes 28 miles. Second place woman who actually was the third place overall. So pretend like I said this third. Candice Lazzoni goes 31.5 like the winners. She's a touch slower, 5 hours and 46 minutes, but she snags second. And then Allie Bartak, 28 miles. She does it in 5.5 hours. That's the podium for the men's and women's at the TARC to Hale and Back. And yeah, we're doing previews, we're doing results, we're highlighting every single ultra marathon in New England. That's the goal. Find it here at the end of these episodes, and we're going to do some of the big ones that I'm more involved in or vested in or huge stories come of. We'll do those and maybe even guests from these races. We'll do that up front in some of them too. So that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate you listening to the podcast. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week. Peace.